Previously on Honkai Star Rail.
Thank you for aiding me in defeating my archenemy, Mightimos.
This triumph brings no delight, nor does it signify closure. You understand that more than me.
This was your favorite spot, wasn't it, Trian?
As Amphorius' first demigod, what compelled you to take the first step on this journey?
Let's go to the Abyss of Fate and see how it used to be. It might just be the perfect gift for Trian.
All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle.
On that frosty night with treachery abound, as the Holy Maiden of Yanisopolis met her demise, the world-bearing Titan also fell in another corner of the world. Let's keep up with her. This story, she should be the one to tell it.
Unwinding in a bath sounds appealing now. Would you care to join me?
And now, the exciting continuation of Honkai Star Rail. And we're back. Hi, my name's Charles, and I've been playing through the 3.1 story of Honkai Star Rail. Last episode was pretty heavy. We let Mighty go off and become a god, and he had this emotional farewell where he said goodbye to everyone and ascended his throne. We had a sort of brief tribute to Trian, who has left us and turned back into a doll, and then we went from there to look into the backstory of Tribbie and find out that that's also pretty depressing. Like, her mother was the Holy Maiden and she was being exploited by the other priests and was eventually killed, and left Tribbie behind to pick up the pieces and pick up the prophecy, and we're kind of following those threads through to what I'm sure will be an uplifting end to the story. So without any further ado, let's continue on.
You grew up in a place like this.
By the time we were born, the role of the Holy Maiden had already diminished to a mere title. Those in tune with the Titan's guidance are bound to become messengers for others. Those in authority added some embellishments, and with Mother around, our childhood wasn't entirely without joy.
Oh, it's a rocket ship.
Even so, I still find it hard to imagine.
20 years can go by in no time.
Trinon, for most people, 20 years is a long period of time.
Right. Becoming a demigod sure changes how one lives through time. It's hard to believe it's been so long. Your power is exceptional, Little Grey. This place looks exactly as before. Let's explore the room a bit.
Uh-oh. The scrolls are arranged extremely messily, the carpet is crooked, and ashes piled up onto the brazier. Need to tidy up fast for the Holy Maiden's well-being. Crook. Mama, look at this. It kept going wrong, but I finally made one that works. Is this a music box? Tribbie, you are so talented. Now whenever I am telling you a story, we can have beautiful music playing in the background. I'm still not as talented as you, Mummy. You can take a whole block of red stone and slowly carve it into a crystal clear work of art. Next time, I want to make a pair of gloves. That way you won't hurt your hands next time you're polishing rocks, Mummy. Silly child. If I was scared of hurting my hands, why would I not just ask the old folks at the temple for a pair of gloves? Honestly, you mustn't fuss over me. Just make sure you eat plenty, practice your reading, and read lots of stories of Amphorius. Nothing makes Mummy happier than seeing you grow and thrive. I've eaten plenty, and I've practiced my reading lots, but the stories, there are lots that I can't read yet. And so that's what you're up to. You were making this music box to slack off so Mummy would read you more stories, right? You sneaky thing. Looks like I won't be reading any more stories of Zagreus for a while. Well then, what story should we read today? The Golden Apple Beauty Contest? The story of King Mikas? Gorgo and the Lion? You've heard them all lots of times, haven't you? I don't mind. I'll never get sick of them as long as you're reading them to me, Mummy. Wait up, who's that in the corner? Who are you? I guess you're guards.
There are so many boxes here.
These should be our belongings. What's this?
That looks familiar.
A red glass fragment?
I've seen this type before.
We were still very young the first time we saw it. Mother came back with a beautiful glass piece, but her face was streaked with tears. She simply placed it on the table. It looked so sparkly that we couldn't resist playing with it, but we ended up breaking it by accident. Mother didn't get angry. She simply held us quietly for a long time. It wasn't until we were older that we learned in Yanissopolis, if someone gloriously died for destiny, the Holy Maiden must pick a piece of glass from the volcano's quarry and polish it, then give it to the deceased's family.
Oh dear.
On the day Mother returned with the glass, her friend lost his life on the battlefield. Since he had no family left, Mother had to keep it herself. Later, on the eve of the ritual, Mother also gave us a beautiful piece of glass. Let's move on to the bedroom.
I guess that explains why it's now sitting on Trian's little doll.
It's Tribbio's.
Just as expected. It's time to get going after all. Mama, are you going to that ritual tomorrow?
That's right, my sweet girl. What's the matter?
I wish I could go too. I have something to ask Yanis.
Oh. What do you want to ask?
I want to know how to chase the black tide away.
Ah, I see. Unfortunately, it's a secret ritual, and only I can preside over it. If you want me to consult the Titan on your behalf, you'll have to promise me something.
What is it?
Be a good girl and go to sleep now. And whatever you dream of, don't be afraid. Just sleep through the night until morning comes. Until the next time Aquila opens their eyes. Can you do that for me, sweetie?
That's it? Of course I can! Tribbios is the most amazing Holy Maiden of Yanis! Well, little Holy Maiden. But why, Mama?
Because this ritual might take a long time.
How long?
Tomorrow, my sweet child. I'll be back tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then the next tomorrow. If not, the tomorrow after that.
Tribbie? See you tomorrow.
But if I still haven't returned for a very long time, that means the ritual has succeeded. It means I found a way to chase away the black tide and reach the new world on the other side. But for various reasons, I can't return to bring my sweet girl with me. But I'll be waiting for you there. As long as you stay brave and kind, we'll meet again in that new world. It's the end of the West Wind, the black tide's other shore. A radiant sea of flowers, blessed and protected by the gods. In the rosy horizon, you'll see a silver-white shoal. It marks the end of your voyage. A haven, free from storms, cold, and heavy rains. No sorrow can linger there. That is where I'll be, waiting for you.
Wow, that sounds just like the island from my dream. Oh, I know. I'll turn the moon into a ship and the stars into sails to go find Mama. Pinky promise?
Pinky promise. As long as you sail toward tomorrow. As long as the sun will rise for the next day, our wishes will come true together.
If the final murmurs of the Titan are true, if such a place really exists on the shore beyond the black tide at the end of Genesis, then our promise still stands. Please, wait for me, Mother. After those 10 years of darkness, when Aquila opened their eyes for the last time, we finally set off.
Where did she go?
And we went back in here.
This way. Now, we'll go through this shelf.
But how? With Yanis's power?
She hadn't become a demigod yet.
Indeed, we hadn't acquired their power back then.
So, this obstacle, it was simply a mirage?
Yes, the answer is right on the shelf. Go ahead and give it a try.
It's a secret passage.
It was a secret passage prepared by the Holy Maiden's supporters for Mother and me as a precaution. And now, it is turned into our passage to escape, just as anticipated.
Aha, we have a...
The path to the temple was in quite a state. Did someone do it on purpose?
No surprise at all. Some people caught on to what we were planning and tried to intercept us, while others were willing to clear the way for the Holy Maiden. I can't move it. I can't cling over it either. Time Titan? Is that you?
Tribbie's consensus. I guess that makes sense. Okay, so there's a thing that we have to make appear there. There's a closed door here. Let's go down these stairs. Oh, and here's the ghostly form of Tribbie.
Someone will help me.
So I guess we have to make that appear. First, let's kill you.
Nothing but a boy.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Okay, so with you out of the way, There are pieces of the puzzle that are missing here. So this presumably is a way through. This is a way up. So let's do this first. Obviously we can't go up that ramp. Engage the miracle orb.
Just like this.
So there's only one. Is this replicating the memories or disrupting the space-time dimension?
Regardless of our actions, the past will remain unchanged. It was someone else who helped Tribbios in the actual events of history. We don't remember the details. As for why memory recreated the past to be like this, it must be because it's closer to the answer within our heart. The passage is now cleared.
Or maybe we have already rescued Tribbios, so we've made... So she was kind of waiting there to go up those stairs, and we've allowed her to go up those stairs. So let's kill these dudes because they're in the way.
Time to cleanse the filth. Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Okay, so there's nothing down here past those dudes. I've set that up. Let's go up the stairs and see what's up the stairs. Okay, so that's a puzzle. So the last one of these was really annoyingly hard. Hopefully this one is not. It's not. I assume because it is a quest-related puzzle and not a just randomly optional puzzle. Okay, so what's across here? It's just a chest. So have I turned this on? No, I have not. So I will turn that on. There are no other places to point it, so that must be where it needs to be pointed. So I've replaced that, but that will be gone in the past. Which means if I go back here, kill a bee, and turn that off. Oh, okay, so that is still a problem. So how do I get rid of that? Is there a... Okay, so I can go up here now. Silly me. I'd already opened that. That's not opened, but this means I can go down here, get this chest. Hello, Editing Charles here. And it's now March the 24th, 20 days after I recorded the video that I'm currently editing, and I'm here to answer the question, is that chest still there? So let's go and find out. It's over here. Move out of the way. And right up. There we go, that's me again. And we go through this door. Down here. And oh yeah, it's at night time. I have to turn it to night time. Locked that off, so we have to go back this way. And the answer is yes. The chest is still here. I solved that puzzle up there and then completely forgot about it.
Is that all?
So there we go. A little bit of completionism. And now, back to the regular story.
Reach the end of the story in your
Okay,
own.
so we have the chest, and a cat is really desperate for my attention right now. That's why you may be hearing meowing in the background. we go up these stairs. And we have another Tribbius.
Oryx. It's you again.
That's kind of me. So I guess Oryx helped Tribbios, and I'm playing the part of Oryx in this riddle.
Thank you, nameless god.
Kinda makes sense, because I am now, given my core flame status, kind of substitute for Oryx. So we're back here. Oh, I forgot this is the weights room. Interesting. Okay, I didn't recognize it until now. One, two, three, four. So I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Aha. Okay, that was a bit silly. I knew it was kind of gonna work, but it was just kind of all over the place.
Is that all?
Okay, so we can go around here. This is what's been opened up. There's a door. There's a piggy. There's a hand, which we can talk to in a moment. So that's a door out of here. But first we need to settle out the hand of Zagreus and see what that has to deal with.
Stand your thinking.
Cat says hello. So through here, okay, this allows us to call the lift. Except we can't because the lift's already down here. So if we go across here, that's already kind of opened up. We can't... Okay, we'll go this way. There's a lot to explore here, that's the thing.
Reach the end of the story
And with the other side of the scales. It is pointing there, we don't want to unmove it. This just takes us down there where we've kind of been already, except we can't have been there already because there are mobs there and there's a chest. So let's just go down here and clear out everything that's waiting for us.
Open sesame.
Reach the end of the story in your own way. Looks good. Reach the end of the...
Yeah, definitely need to 2x this sequence.
Is that all?
So that's that way. So there's a dude there, which means there's something on the other side of those boxes. But right now, not really my problem. So okay, there's a lot to uncover on this floor. And a lot of it is unnecessary to the adventure. So this can go to one of two places. One or 2. Okay, and we've got weight, and we've got a whole bunch of puzzles here. So what I suspect is that I am gonna go down here. So I need to be up there. Which means I need to get the hat. So I can go through that door, right? So this is me being stubborn as hell. Okay, we've got you. And there's probably a little more to do here because there's another place that light can end up. I think there's one more thing that I need to unlock here, but all things considered, I think it's time for me to move forward. A sage once said, "Why work hard when you can hardly work?" Click. Oh great, another report deadline. I'm so not feeling this right now. Click. Forget it. I'm going with my usual, nothing to report, business as usual. Click. So, rather than find I think probably the very last chest in here, there's like probably another thing to do up here. I shall just go through here and figure that out later in my copious free time. Oh, NPCs. Worshipping the bad guys from XCOM 2. The statue seems to embody the concept of destiny itself, its form resembling a key, a door, and a scale all at once. Small wonder the followers of the three titans of fate hold it in such high regard. Oh, through the door we go.
Please stay clear.
Please do not explore too much of the map. You are on rails. Oh. So we have found 3 nymphs. I'm sure there are many, many more. It's another one of those things I need to go back to once I finished all this work.
It looked truly magnificent back then.
Relax. Take it easy.
All these people, they're just civilians, not enemies, correct?
Mostly, but it might not be the case later on.
Kill them all. Lots of NPCs just hanging about. NPCing. I can probably kill that if I had Nat, because I can do the, like, thing. Right, Tribbios.
Hey, little ones. How did you sneak in here?
Shh! Please keep it down. We have to be really sneaky to get in here.
Okay. But what did you sneak in here for?
I heard there's a lovely holy maiden living in the temple, and I want to meet her. I couldn't stop her, so I had to think of a way to sneak her in.
Oh, really? I was here to meet the Holy Maiden as well, but the guard said she had to go somewhere far away today.
Huh? What a bummer. Mommy even asked me to bring her gift to the Holy Maiden.
It's getting late. We couldn't go home now, okay?
Okay then. We'll come back next time. Thank you. By the way they are dressed, The siblings look like civilians living outside the temple. Mother mentioned that when she was a holy maiden, she caught a girl sneaking into the temple to steal the tributes. Stealing from the temple was punishable by death. But that poor girl had no family and just wanted something to eat. So Mother took her outside and even gave her some food. Perhaps these two children are the descendants of that girl from back then.
Okay, let's follow Tribbius.
Ah, Lady Maiden.
There she is.
Lady Maiden, you need to dress warmer. It's pretty cold out. Let me get you a blanket.
No need to trouble yourself. I'm just going for a quick walk.
All right, but please take care of yourself. Your mother made us promise to look after you before she left. It's been a while since I last saw you. I just realized you've grown into such a beauty, just like your mother. Oh, here, have some of my sweet pastries. She used to enjoy them, so maybe you'll like them too. What's wrong, Lady Maiden?
I'm fine. It tastes really good.
This lady is Mother's old friend. When we were little, we sometimes got to eat the sweet pastries she brought back. We've always remembered the familiar taste, and only now do we learn where it came from.
It came from a place of pain. I can make fun, but... You know, poor bloody Tribbius. Hey, that person in the rags headed towards the temple just now. Guess who that was? Judging by their clothes and the fact that they don't really recognize them, probably a refugee seeking solace here. That man is the King of Bulsa, former lord of the city. Huh, how can that be? He's skin and bones. The breeze on the bridge almost blew him down into the ravine just now. They don't look anything like a king. Ah, Bulsa that worships Aquila, the gentle city of breeze. The battle between Nicodor and Aquila waged for many years. I hear the people of Bulsa have a long-held grudge against the Kremnoans. How do you know him, then? The king came to Yanasopolis a few years ago, before you had taken office. He knew that Bulsa was no match for Castrum Kremnos, and came in search of a prophecy to save his city. Sir Acolyte told him that if he gathers many allies and treats them well, he will be able to overcome the sharp edge of the Blade of Fury. The King of Bulsa trusted every word, returned to his city and distributed his wealth to win over many small neighboring cities. The king was convinced that he now had nothing to worry about. Who could have imagined that when Castrum Kremnos did attack, all of the small neighboring cities that had received his blessings were so scared of the Blade of Fury that they all rushed to surrender. They even coughed up all the gifts that the King of Bulsa had given them and offered them to the Kremnoans as a sign of their loyalty. The city of Bulsa fell in days. The poor King of Bulsa to see a man who cared for his city and people fall so far. Well, that's all because of his blind faith in the prophecy, isn't it? Shh. Do you want the Holy Maiden Guards to add you to the list of slanderous remarks? Go back to your post. At least there weren't too many cities that were dragged into the strife of the Titans like Bulsa was. Let us hope that these days of peace will remain across the majority of Amphorius. I see, I understand. No wonder your father is so weighed down with concern. The prophecies of Janus can indeed be a little cryptic to the common man. But please rest assured, as the bridge that connects the mortal and divine worlds, I will be able to interpret their words into something easier to comprehend. Really? Thank you, Sir Priest. There is no need for gratitude. This is precisely my duty. However, before I can begin, I require you to demonstrate your spirit of piety to the Fate Titans. My spirit of piety? I travelled to this place all the way from Odestris atop Adromus for 20 days and nights just to seek the prophecy. Is this enough to prove my piety? You have done well, my child, but this is not enough. Then, what am I to do, Lord Priest? Allow me to put it this way. You should understand that when one is carrying out a ritual, it is only when the sacrificial blood hits the altar that the gods will grace us with their approval. As a devout disciple that desires to be favoured by the gods, you will need to place enough weight atop the scales of Talanton. Aye. Praise to the 3 Titans of Fate, child. What are you waiting for? Is your filial piety to your father no more than lip service after all? No, it's not that. It's just I snuck out without the knowledge of my family. I fear the money I have on me may not be... You misunderstand me, child. The gods would never derive joy from the fortune of mortals. What you need to offer is something of importance to represent your intention. Something of importance. I have an emerald necklace. It was a gift from my mother when I reached the age of majority. As for the price... I'm sorry, I should not blaspheme against the gods with a mortal definition of value. Fear not, child. The Titans will overlook your innocent mistake. Now, hand over the necklace to me, and I shall judge whether it is fit to be placed on the pure altar of the Fates. Oh, okay, I'll just... Guards, there's a scammer! Who's there? How dare you make such outrageous accusations in a place like an outsider clad in bizarre clothing wishes to summon the guards against a priest of the Titans? Laughable. Fortunately, no one heard your foolish outburst. If the guards had actually been summoned, I fear you'd have already been cast out of Yanasopolis for defaming the Holy Maiden. Someone would dare publicly besmirch the name of an attendant of the goddesses in this holy place? How could one tarnish the reputation of the 3 Titans of Fate, who the goddesses have already been merciful and kind? This is no excuse for your mortal blasphemy. As this is your first offence, I shall leave this matter here. However, it seems that our discussion of a prophecy will not be possible today. I bid you farewell. Please wait, Lord Priest. Well, so basically everyone here is corrupt and shit.
Don't be scared, Hebe. Be brave.
Hello, can I help you with something? Are you up for a chat? I guess so, but I don't believe I know you. What are you doing here? I came to see the Holy Maiden. I wish for guidance from the Titans. My father came to this place seeking a prophecy a few months ago. However, he has grown more and more depressed since that day. Now he spends most of his days locked inside the house. What did he ask? He asked the priests when he would die. The answer he received was when Aquila closes one of their eyes. Indeed, it's extremely vague, but my father is now overcome with anxiety and paranoia. My elder sister and my mother are all very worried about him. So, though I have never made a long journey like this before and my heart was filled with fear, I plucked up the courage to come to the holy land of the Fate Titans and find something that might ease my father's concerns. That guy almost scammed you. But he is a priest of the goddesses, the bridge between the mortal and divine worlds. Do you really think that such a holy person would scam me just to steal a necklace? Believe me, he was deceiving you. But does that mean other priests scam as he does? Place enough weight atop the scales of Talanton. I remember when my father came in search of a prophecy, he offered up half a year's yield from our land. Sorry, I'm not trying to argue with you or interrogate you. I'm grateful for your kindness. It's just, maybe there's been some kind of misunderstanding. Well, what do you plan to do from here? I plan to keep searching for someone to interpret my prophecy. That was my whole reason for coming, after all. You must be cautious. That turn of phrase seems a little disrespectful, but I can sense your sincerity and kindness. Thank you so much. When I had just arrived in Yanasopolis, I was actually quite confused and uncertain. I used to think that prophecies were a great and selfless love gifted to us by the Titans, and that the sacrifices people make were out of pure piety and respect. However, now I have witnessed many times how it is people obtain their prophecies. The priests are also clear about needing payment. Some prophecies even end up as auctions. This is all completely different to what I imagined. I am so conflicted and confused. I once asked some priests about this and they replied, "Seeking an audience with the Majesty of Talanton will always require a price." I don't know if this is what you refer to as a scam, but even if it is, to us who have no power over our fate and are dependent on our prophecies, what difference is there between falsehood and reality? All right. Then may you find what you're wishing for. Yeah, all the priests here are absolute dicks. Yes, their old dreams have not faded. The doors sealed for a millennium reopen, and the candles within burn bright as daylight. Pilgrims step into the depths of destiny, welcomed by an embrace as warm as ever, as if nothing had ever been lost. Alright. Oh, chest.
Praise the passage titan Yanis, gate of it.
Their voice pierces the long night, knocking at my door. Unbind your wings. Though you will shatter, hope is born in this moment. Behold, the 100-eyed bird stirs to awaken. Do not miss the last sunrise of Yanisopolis. Hardcore.
Apologies, Lady Maiden, but the Yanis vault is under maintenance today.
Perfect. That way, no one will disturb me while I'm talking to Mother.
All right then. May Yanis guide your path.
The Yanis vault?
It's where Yanis's heart lies and the core flame is kept. Just enter on the left. It's also the place where Tribbie was born.
Looks good.
And we go through.
Tribbie. What does that name actually mean?
The one with 3 lives. Mother believed our birth was blessed by the 3 titans of fate. She named us thus to express her gratitude. Looking at how things have unfolded, fate might have had a role in it.
Time to cleanse the filth. Everything in this world is bleeding. Expand glimpse the unknown.
Is that all?
Alright, so we have a miracle orb, which can point over there or up there. I guess that sends a thingy back into time or a chest back in time. Let's send the thingy back in time for now. Does that delete some of the... No, it doesn't delete any of those boxes. So let's just send that back for now. And we will go... You get deleted. You get deleted. get deleted. You get activated. Which brings us into the present. There is a queen up here. There is a Tribbios up there. There is a coin up here. And there is that the second is... Okay, so this is me. Okay, usually if there's a third coin, that means that something appears, which suggests that I've missed a coin at some point. Ah, there it is. 3 of 3. So let's disengage the hand and go back and open the chest.
Looks good.
Let's go back in time. And make a chest appear. And go forward in time. Actually, this is back in time, yeah. The nice time was back in time.
Finally! The Yanis vault is right ahead.
So we get to open that chest, and we get to go through here. Suspiciously, convenient healing. Yeah.
At long last. I knew there was some sanity left in you, Yanis. Just as I thought, you too have been confined. No, Yanis. I've come here to take on your fate. By the blood of the Lamb and the strength of my blade-wielding right hand, I am Tribbios, the listener, the announcer, and the witness of the prophecy. I, the Holy Maiden of Yanisopolis, the Walker of the Infinite Paths, have come forth to assume your duty. Just as I wished. This journey promises to be a long one, with 1,000 selves to accompany me. I'll never be lonely. No matter. My hands are not made for bearing arms. But my feet are destined to embark on a journey for the benefit of all. Without a doubt, Titan. Let the prophecy shatter me, so that I may open a myriad of paths for this imperiled world.
Only one shall live till the end, and they alone will witness Iranova. All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. Oh, parallel prophecies from different perspectives.
I understand, Yanis. Thank you. Now, may you rest well. Mother, did you see that? I have assumed my duty and stand ready to set out. We will step over the gods' corpses and wander among humanity. And thus, we shall sweep apart Amphorius's pitch-dark fog. May we... May the world follow the myriad paths trodden and reunite at the end of the west wind, where flowers bloom in spring. Mother, I shall see you tomorrow.
And tomorrow creeps at this petty pace from day to day.
Who dares lay hands on the core flame? Drop your weapon and surrender at once!
To be continued.